Can't hear you,
My
bro.
bad. Technical. Can you hear me now?
Yes, bro. How you come in tripping?
My
Like, come
Hey,
on.
that's what the show is all about.
Come
Hey,
on.
this your boy Lil Terry, man. You know what I'm saying, on the EFABU.
Come
What's
on,
up,
man.
co-host?
What's up, man? It's your boy SouthSide Mike, man. We back one more time. Come on, man. You gotta tighten up, man. You gotta tighten up, man. You gotta tighten up. You
I'm
coming up.
tired, cuz. I'm tired, man.
Already.
Hey, we had some difficulties going on. You feel what I'm saying? But ain't gonna let us stop us. You know what I'm talking about? Hey,
Yeah.
so look, we do have a guest.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? We do have a guest. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna pop up soon. Speak about credit. You feel what I'm saying? Different things of that nature. But right now, man, we gotta open up the floor about the boy Diddy. You know what I'm talking about? We gotta talk about Diddy.
Man,
What's
let
going on
Diddy.
with your boy, man? I heard that you already went to the party. You feel what I'm saying? You went to the party. You gotta tell us. You gotta tell us what happened at the party, man.
Hey, man. Listen, brother. Leave Diddy alone, man. He living, bro. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it, bro? He living.
He living all right.
Hey, I mean,
What you do at the party?
I don't know. I can't speak on the
What
party.
did you do at the party?
I don't know nothing about no Diddy parties, bro. I don't know nothing about no
You
Diddy.
been there? You just what you mean? You been there?
I don't know nothing about no Diddy, bro. I can't speak, bro. Diddy a wild man,
Hey,
man.
real talk though, bro.
They wild, bro.
Real
But
talk though, I think it's all set up.
what happened?
I think it's a setup.
You think they
I
set
think it's a
Diddy up?
setup.
What they gonna set Diddy up for?
I think they set Diddy up
Somebody snitched on Diddy for
to get
sure.
their money back, man. Well, you already know who did that.
To say it's a setup, I don't know. Somebody snitching, I can definitely agree to that. But nah, I don't think it's a setup. But somebody definitely snitched on him. You know what I mean? Because they found a lot of tapes. They found a lot of stuff at the crib. So I mean, that's gonna be tough for my boy.
It is what it is. Well, I'm gonna show y'all. Hey,
It
everybody
is.
that's in the chat, man. The question, you feel what I'm saying? That we touching base now. Do you think Diddy was set up? You feel what I'm saying? That is the question. So leave your comments, you feel what I'm saying, the chat box, and we'll get back to you. Um, let's bring on our guests.
For
Let's
sure.
bring on our guests. Let's bring on our guests. Hey Jay, welcome to the channel, baby. Welcome
Hey,
to the
what's up,
channel, my
fellas?
guy.
They doing?
What's
How
What's
you
up?
that?
What's
doing?
up, man?
What's going on with you?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Hanging in there. How about
Man,
y'all?
I'm out of town, man.
Living.
I'm out
So
of
you out of
town
town?
dealing with
You out of
this
town?
whack service. Yeah,
That's what's up.
man.
That's what's up,
Resorting.
man. Living life, huh?
He out of
Trying
town.
to, man. I'm trying to. I'm out here with my wife's birthday though. But how you be
Oh,
though?
okay. Man, I've been good, man. Just hanging in there, chilling. Just living life, taking it day by day. You know how it is.
True.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you look like the twin of that dude went viral. What's that? What's
Who
that?
that?
What's that song that he was It's a TikTok viral video, and his stuff is like more whiter. You know what I'm saying? Like yours is great. His white though.
Oh
Twin
yeah,
brothers in the car. Y'all haven't seen that
yeah.
video?
Nah, I ain't really seen that video. I don't really do TikTok like that, man.
I have no idea what you're talking about, brother.
Yeah, I don't really do
Okay.
TikTok,
Still
so
moment.
I wouldn't know.
No idea.
Missed points. Over with. Well, look, hey Mike, what's the let's get into the show, man. What's the first question that we got coming from the
All
community?
right, let's see what we got here, man. First one. Okay, that should be interesting. That's an interesting take.
Can a man be in love with two?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a
Can a
good one.
man be in love with two women?
I mean,
Yes.
I think It depends on who you ask, man. You
Okay,
know?
you say yes. All right, what's your like
Um,
your
can a
purpose?
man be in love with two women?
Well, mine's
What you,
is yeah. Look. I say yes because women is more women is more connected when it comes down to emotions when they dealing with somebody. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
Men could come off like we really don't give a care. Like we don't care about nothing but what we came for. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a sexual need, if it's a financial need, if it's your car or a gas money, you feel what I'm saying? We would do any and everything to complete the mission and
But
don't give a damn about whatever comes with it.
that'll be you kind of like compartmentalizing, like it's versus like literally like being in love with somebody. Like I'm not gonna say it can't happen, but I mean it could definitely, you can definitely love two women. Um, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. You love multiple people throughout your life anyway. So I mean, being able to separate the love between the two shouldn't be too hard if you. I mean, it
right?
shouldn't be too hard.
And
But I mean,
I honestly think, man, I wonder. I also question, like, where does monogamy even come from? I mean, even when you go so far as to look in the Bible, I mean, you have people in the Bible with multiple wives. So,
society.
I'm wondering, like, where did monogamy even come into play? Because it seemed like since the beginning of time, men had multiple wives, and in some countries now, men got multiple wives. It's accepted. You
I get
know,
cussed out every time I had this conversation with a chick, and we just might, man. I get cussed out every time. I'm just be like, at this point, I just stop answering the question.
yeah. Women ain't gonna agree. Women, they go agree with the with the monogamy side, but
I just stop answering the
I'm
question.
gonna give you a okay. So Deborah, shout out to Deborah Sue. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Deborah Sue, man. Hey, she has been on my platform twice, and she lets me to be on hers as well. She said from creation, God made one wife for Adam. Um,
Was Adam was Eve a wife or just a mate?
right. Because you know what, it's funny that they say wife, because I don't recall in the Bible is saying
what?
Eve is their wife.
Just a mate. She was
It's
a help.
just a mate. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
a good one, Southside. I didn't even think about that.
I mean, hey man, it's the small things that count
He
in
did say
conversation.
that,
But
Yeah, I never thought about that, but he's
but
exactly
also,
right. It doesn't say a wife.
she's
It
just a
says
mate.
God made a woman for man, but it didn't say a wife. Interesting.
I
now
mean,
if you now think about, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can y'all hear me? Everything
yeah, we
good?
hear you.
I'm back
Yeah,
on. Okay.
you in the matrix,
So
but you hear.
I'm gonna give y'all this scenario. I'm gonna give y'all this scenario, right? A man once had a baby mama. Well, once was in a relationship, right? They had
Mm-hmm.
kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And they no longer together. They no longer together. Then
Okay.
he ended up getting married to another woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
But his responsibility still is to take care of that household. Even in this society that we live in, when it comes down to child support or whatever, he's still taking care of a household, no matter if she have a man in the house. You feel what I'm saying? So in a sense, we're still living polygamy. If you already started out with two baby mamas or a baby mama and you married or you have this girlfriend, you're still in a polygamy situation. It don't have to necessarily be sexual. You're still in a polygamy situation. You're still taking
Because
care of somebody else's responsibility.
you still have to deal with both
Huh?
women to a certain extent.
You still got to deal with both women.
I
So
mean,
it's
okay.
still polygamy.
If you look at it from if you look at it from that term, then I guess so. Because I mean, yeah, if you do have multiple kids by multiple women, then yes, you essentially you have to deal with these women.
Hey, I think we need to bring Deborah on. She going
Deborah,
in right now.
Yeah, Deborah a little hot about that about that woman.
Oh yeah, I love it. Hey, I like that. I like that. We sparking discussion,
Hey,
man.
I love it. I love it.
Jonathan, send her the link. Cause send Deborah the link. Jonathan, send Deborah the link.
I mean, I guess like I
said, a female on this bad boy.
You're still dealing with both women, so you can see how the polygamy
still dealing with both women.
But I mean, I guess most women gonna look at it as like, are you like emotionally involved with both women versus you just having
she going in
deal
from
with them.
First, the commandments also said do not commit adultery. That means cheating, fellas. Because the commandments also says.
Hold on.
See the commandments. Now we finna get off in some Bible stuff, and
I'm saying even the commandments, even that with the adultery only speaks on marriage. Again, Adam and Eve wasn't married; they was just mates.
Correct.
So that doesn't apply to them.
Right.
That doesn't apply to them. So I mean, and plus it was only one woman anyway. So it ain't like he had crazy options like we got now. It was only one. It was like, this is it. Like, this all the yam in the garden. Ain't no more yam in the garden. This your yam. Like, you know what I mean?
And I also want to ask too, because I mean, I know they always start with Adam and Eve, at the beginning, but once they left that garden or the Eden, right? Once they left the Garden of Eden, then why was all of those kings able to have multiple wives and everything was good and all of those things if it was considered cheating or adultery? I'd be thinking I think about that. I mean, Miss Sue, she said something about the 10 Commandments about adultery, and if those 10 Commandments was true, then why weren't those laws followed by some of the most famous kings and kings of that time? Even God's kids, David. Who else had multiple wives? I can't think right now, but you know what I'm trying to say. Why wasn't it? And God was still blessing them.
It was a couple of them.
Yeah, God was still fulfilling. God was still fulfilling they prophecies and they stuff. So I mean, they had multiple wives. So I don't know. And then I also look at the animal kingdom.
Right? Go ahead.
Well, I was saying I also look at the animal kingdom too. I mean, in the animal kingdom, they don't have just one mate. They don't have one wife.
I think it's one species. I think it's one species of animal that actually mates with one mate, and that's it. And that's seahorses.
Seahorses.
That's it. That's the only mates they mate. But when you figure the seahorses are now because the male get pregnant in seahorses. It ain't the female, so that's the anomaly with that. But I think they're the only species that actually mates with one mate. And
she said, please do not compare the animals.
We are animals, technically speaking.
Yeah, we are. We're mammals.
We are mammals. Sorry.
We are mammals.
Sorry.
So that's technically an animal,
Sorry.
But see, one thing I've learned over my years, though, y'all, it's hard to have these discussions when it comes to scientific stuff and faith-based stuff. You know what I mean? Those two always don't never co-align. They don't never align. So that's what's gonna always have that line, right? Because science just doesn't match up with faith, basically. And I'm just being real,
they don't match up because but it's kind of hard to argue. But see, the thing about it, it's kind of hard to argue with science. You can argue faith and all that all day, every day. You can actually argue that, but it's kind of very hard to argue science.
It's hard to argue science. That's correct.
Them cold hard facts. It is what it is. You can't change it. It's there. So I mean,
yeah.
Okay, so Jonathan say penguins keep the same mates for life as well as some other birds as well. So okay, I stand corrected. It's a couple more species.
I'm saying this, right?
But that's the minority, fellas. And that's what I want to understand too. Is it natural for that to happen? Because you can name a few.
No.
Only a few. that are monogamous, so to speak. But for the majority of species, the majority is not. So, I mean, I'm saying.
I'm gonna say. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this.
Men
Let me
like
say this.
women.
So
Don't stop at that one.
this is what I gotta say, right? When it comes down to this topic, and I don't want to spend too much on it because we can really spend too much on it. But this is my logic. This is realistically. Men are horn dogs. I'm just gonna speak how it is, right? We come off as horn dogs. I'm just gonna tell you how it is, right? So look, a woman can only get pregnant once within the 90 days.
Right.
A man can still create.
You mean not within a year?
In 90 months.
Within
9 months. My bad.
Within 9 months, man. Within 9 months.
Within a year. We're just gonna say within a
9
year,
months.
bro. Just within a year. Just
Right.
keep it simple.
Well, you know what I'm saying. But a man can still create multiple within those 9 months. So in my logic to realistic thing is that we're meant to create.
Correct.
We're meant to create.
Yeah.
Men are meant to create. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so if we're speaking about one man this, one woman this, the logic just don't fit realistically. Nope. We make, that's the reason why there's so much problems in relationships, because we trying to fit something that don't fit. It don't fit. A person can't do everything for that one person. You can't. It's impossible.
That's true.
It's impossible. Yeah. Somebody can't cook, but they can sex good.
Somebody
you know what I'm saying? People don't. Somebody might not have. Huh?
I said they're gonna come up short somewhere.
You said what, Mike?
They're gonna come up short somewhere.
They're gonna come up short somewhere.
Yeah.
But somebody else may fulfill those roles.
Right.
So I sent Deborah. Hey, Miss Deborah. I sent you the link. You on the show, because right now you are stabbing.
I can't see Miss Deborah link.
Even with her saying that, she's just going to argue the point that you're supposed to multiply with this one person. That's going to.
You want to cry when we're compared to apes? Well, no, that's just from a racial standpoint. I don't cry when we're compared to apes, because I mean, physically, I think that we are linked to apes and monkeys and things of that nature. So I don't cry. That, I think you're making that statement based off a racial standpoint.
Right.
But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, because we threw the animals in there to say, you know,
that's
we're like,
opinion.
But
she's going in. She said, "Are you arguing based on your own desires because you're?" Go ahead.
Poly-oriented, or do you speak from a spiritual standpoint? Sounds to me that you're excusing your immoral behavior. See, I don't understand why it's immoral.
Because that's what they was taught growing up.
That's what they was taught. I mean, you were taught to think that it was immoral, but again,
if you were taught something else, you would.
It was immoral. You know, I mean, if like, again, because that question was not answered earlier. If the kings were able to do it back in the Old Testament, the same thing where you bring up the Old Testament, I mean the Ten Commandments, because that was made in the Old Testament, right? Then why was it not condemned then? You know, it was okay.
She answered the question. She said, they were pagan kings.
Say what now?
She answered the question. She said because they were pagan kings.
Oh, they were pagan kings.
Yes. So she did answer the question.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
He said he's sorry.
Yeah.
Look, check this out, right? I don't want to spend too much on it.
Yeah, I'm about to say we might need to have this discussion on another episode, because I can go all day on this one. But we can probably.
Yeah, it's gonna get deep.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Deborah gonna give us our run.
Yeah, I would love to have that conversation with Miss Deborah.
Yeah, so I guess we can get her in on this conversation, because I'm pretty sure this question is gonna ruffle some feathers, especially on her. So let's just get it.
Yeah.
But that's why this is called a man cave, you guys.
Hold on.
So why don't black women like to submit to men?
Oh man, see, these are.
I'm pretty sure that's.
Look. Let me go first.
Hey, go ahead.
Listen, traditionally, right? Traditionally, so submit comes from traditional way of thinking.
Yes.
Submit. To me, submit is to obey, right?
It was not meant for like traditionally a man was not really to submit to a woman. The woman was to submit to a man, right?
True.
But nowadays, women have the rights, you know what I'm saying, for a career, to have a voice. We even have a lady president. There's a woman that's going for president. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it was meant for a man to be the head of the household, and a woman, is up under him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the man and the wife and the kids. Nowadays, it's like this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's an equal situation because like men is like here now and women is up.
They think it's equal.
Huh?
They think it's equal.
Who is they?
Women. They think it's equal. Women, they think they are equal.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I'm just saying, bro, like it'll never be equal when you're always being asked to do the majority. So it can never be equal when you're asked to do the majority.
I saw this on another podcast. I ain't gonna name the podcast obviously, but they was talking about this same situation as far as the modern day woman versus the old school woman, and are women fit to be wives in this day and age? And I thought it was interesting because the woman was arguing the fact that, well, I cook and I clean and I do all of these things, but yet, why can't the husband help me and yada yada yada? But the guy in return was like, but yeah, you expect me to, clean the gutters and take the trash out and do these things, do all the manly things. Like you want me to help you do your stuff. And you want me to do my stuff, and you want me to be the provider, and you want me to. So it's like,
there's no way you can call that equal.
You're right. There's no way you can call it equal. There's no way. But society.
So how do you? So in these times right now, right? How do you define a woman's role and a man's role without, what I'm saying? Like what is a woman's role that's not in the house?
Man, honestly, I was just gonna say at this day and age,
traditionally,
everybody just do what they do, bro.
Yeah, nowadays,
literally, right. Bro. Just do if you work, if you a female that work, then you just continue. You go to work, you get your paper, you do what you do. Everybody do what they do, bro, and hopefully y'all figure out a way to just get along through that process.
Yeah, it's all about that person's mate.
You asking her to do anything, she gonna look at you like you stupid. Her asking you to do anything, you looking at her like she's stupid, because it's like, bro, everybody just do what they do, bro. So it's like, if what you do don't coincide with what she want or whatever she do,
then it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work regardless. So, at the end of the day, y'all both got to be compatible, and y'all both have to equal each other.
What up, King?
Like, there's nothing wrong with having a female that works and make her paper. Let her work and make her paper. You know what I mean? But that means if she gonna work, nigga, it's a good chance you might have to cook some food, bro.
Or eat out.
I'm
gonna order some food.
I mean, it's a good chance.
Out, right?
Let me ask y'all this though. Because I think Terry or one of y'all asked a good question. Like, are there such things as gender roles? Like, do a man has a specific role to play, and does a woman have her specific role to play?
If they
do, what are those roles?
No.
Because it seems like if everything is equal, right? If everything is equal, then a woman shouldn't be mad if a man falls on his face and she takes care of the household.
Or I mean, if it's equal, she shouldn't be mad when she got to change the brakes.
Exactly. She shouldn't be mad when she got to take that damn trash out. She shouldn't
change the oil in the car.
Crazy.
That's if it's equal.
That's if it's equal. Exactly.
But
we all know it's not. We all know it's not.
I'm just saying, like, in a traditional sense, I guess it would have been roles to play. Everybody had their roles to play. But today, that is out.
They didn't have no roles.
In a sense, they did. Back in the day,
have roles back then.
Back in the day, they kind of did. Like, the dude would be the one that go to work. He go get that paper. He bring the paper home. The wife ain't never left the house. She made sure the food cooked. She made sure the kids were straight. She made sure the house was clean. She made sure his clothes was
having a side dude come in.
Whether or not she had the side dude come in or not, the nigga that was taking care of the house, everything was straight and situated. So it were roles back then, but now
Right.
no, the roles don't exist because again, women want to be equal. They want to be equal, but
And
at the
that's why
same
there's
time, they
and
don't
that's
know
why
what equal means.
yes, I agree with that. And that's why there's such a low rate of people getting married to. And that and people are getting and there's a higher rate of people getting divorced because
Right.
everybody want to be equal. I don't know
Once you
about
say
you know,
equal to a
I'm
like
sorry.
once you say equal to a female, it equates out to her being equal as far as money, lifestyle, and things that she could do. That's equal in her eyes. But when it comes down to actually the infrastructure of life that she ain't paying no attention to, that's when she wants you to, oh, we gotta be a man. But
Right.
we equal though. Not saying a dude gonna have a problem changing the brakes, because if you know how to change the brake, I'm pretty sure he gonna get out there and change the brake. But I'm just saying, if we want to be equal here, don't get mad if it's Saturday morning and you didn't say it a week straight, like, babe, the brakes need to be changed. And I'm like, get your ass up and go change the brakes then.
right.
Like, what you telling me for? I'm chilling. Go
Hey,
change the brakes.
Cause she gonna want me to get up and cook. She gonna want me to get up and cook sometimes when she tired, or she gonna want me to go watch them kids too. So yeah, you know, if everything is equal, then yeah, I'm gonna need you to go change them brakes. I'm gonna need you
You
to
know what
go.
I'm saying?
I'm
I
gonna
can
need you to
put
go
the
wash them
YouTube
cars.
tutorial on,
so
show you
I'm
how
gonna
look,
need you to go
to
change. I'm gonna need you to go change the air ducts. You know what I mean? I'm gonna need you to go cut that lawn outside too. I'm gonna also need you to go. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to do a
but
lot of
y'all
this.
dating a man. Y'all dating a man woman.
No, we
My
dating an
woman better not
equal.
touch
No, we
that
dating
trash.
an equal woman.
We're
No,
dating
we dating
that's an
an equal
We
woman,
dating
bro.
equal.
an equal.
That's an equal.
That's an equal woman.
Equal
We want
means
to
we
be
do
equal.
the exact same things. That's what equal means.
Yep,
I got you.
I agree.
All right,
Like,
y'all.
but
It's time for a
if you
shout out.
don't
It's
want
time
to,
for a
if you
shout out right
don't
quick.
want to be equal,
Before we bring on, we got Deborah about to pop in. Now listen, this is the man cave. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna have our first woman on the man cave. This is the man. Hey, look, when a woman get on the show, we cannot be. Hey, we can't lose in the
Hey,
man
man,
Oh
cave. There's
Lord.
no losing in the man cave.
this
We
is
gotta
her
hold
coming
our
to the
ground.
bar. This is
Okay?
her coming to
But
the
anyway,
barbershop. She finna get it.
to the party.
Hey, it's
She
no
finna
holds
get it.
barred, Miss
Hey,
Deborah.
look, so check this
It's
out.
no holds
Before,
barred in the barber in the man
You
it's
cave.
no
feel
holds
me?
barred. No, she with it. She
So
with it.
based
But
on
look,
the
check this out.
comments, I know she
Before we
came
bring her
prepared.
on,
You know what I'm saying?
she came prepared. She look, she over
Based
there
on
doing
her
her hair like
comments,
this,
I
like
know she's well
Hey, look,
prepared.
so look. Before we bring her on, if y'all need any bookings if y'all looking to book EFABU, make sure y'all contact Jonathan Coleman. Jonathan Coleman on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? The Media Blast. If y'all want to book EFABU at y'all event, make sure y'all contact Jonathan Coleman, the Media Blast Blacktopia on Facebook. All right, salute.
Sir.
Now, this is the man cave. But we about to have our first woman on the show.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
go by Deborah. So I call her Miss Deborah. She's a good friend of mine. She's a good partner. I'm talking about she's a mother, entrepreneur, boss. She's in the music field and the film industry.
Okay.
What'd you say? No further, more.
No further ado, man.
Hey, Dr. Sue, man. I mean, Miss Deborah, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on,
Welcome.
lady? What's going on? What's happening? You here?
Hello. She said she
Can you
can't
hear
hear.
me?
I accidentally muted you. My bad. I was scared.
Stop muting me, sir.
You on
Yeah,
now?
he don't want to hear what you got to say for real.
I was scared.
That's why he knew you. He seen them comments. You got him shook. You ain't got him shook off the comment.
You know what? Listen, I knew when I walked into this room that I was in a room full of guys. Number one, because you're all very one-sided. You are very one-sided when you talk about what women want and what women don't want. Yes, you are.
So
You're
women
being
don't
very
want
one-sided.
equality?
Hold on, let me talk, okay? There are a great number of women who do not mind supporting their husbands when their husbands cannot support the household. In fact, because of the economic situation that we live in nowadays, it's almost inevitable that both parents will work. Okay, that's almost to be expected if you want your children to have things or to go to college or so forth. It just happens to be that women, in particular Black women, get promoted faster than some men do, not in all cases, but in most cases, so that we end up making sometimes more than our husbands or our significant others do. Okay. And so
Mhm.
sometimes there are certain people who take that, and certain men may or may not feel a little bit, a little offended by that. Now, if you're
Intimidated.
intimidated, if you will, exactly. But the fact of the matter is that if a woman has to work, it does not mean that she's still not doing everything else in the household. And if the husband decides that he's going to kick in and help, then that's what he should do as well, because she has chosen to also kick in and help with the finances of the house. So there's a partnership there, but there's also still, because remember, I was raised, my father was a minister. There is still a social order in the family, meaning the husband is the head, the wife is the second, and then the children fall up under that submission, okay? Now, that does not mean that a husband takes his authority and runs over his wife. It means he considers her for everything that he does. And based on what's best for the family, he will make that decision for them, not just what's best for him. That is what a true family is all about, okay? And I just want to hop on and just back up one more thing, okay, about this
Mhm.
situation with polygamy. If
Mhm.
that's how you choose, if that's how you choose to use your vessel, okay, to give it to whoever and whomever come through, instead of dedicating yourself to one female, one woman that takes that ride with you down that very long road, that's up to you. But it's still immorality, okay? You're an immoral person when you decide to sleep with several women and you have all these babies all over the place that you cannot take care of, instead of going through life with a female, okay, and trying to raise those children accordingly. Now, if you like my baby little Terry remind me of the comedian, the handsome fella Nick Cannon with all those kids. That's who you remind me of, and I know people
Uh-huh.
tell you that, Terry.
Don't lie to
you
him
know,
like that.
Yes. I get
but
that a
if you
lot.
get out here and you're a
I get that a lot.
multi-million billionaire and you can go ahead and you can have all those kids and take care of them, well then that's up to you, okay? But it's still immoral. It is.
Okay, so if you got the bread, it's cool.
But
If you
what
ain't
I
got
didn't
but
the
say it was.
bread,
go
it's
I
ahead.
didn't
cool.
say it
Nah,
was
she said it's still.
cool.
She said it's still immoral.
It's still immoral. It's still
I
immoral.
I
And
don't.
I'll
I
be
don't
honest
agree.
with you, I highly doubt that you all would apply that situation to your female. If you had a dedicated relationship, I highly doubt that you would like it if she would go around and sleep with multiple men. And I think all of you deep in your heart would say that you wasn't gonna have it. You're not gonna stand for it.
All
But
right,
that's
If
so
you're
not
What
what.
honest.
I mean,
That's not
when it
what
comes down
women
to
was
yeah,
women
made to
though,
do.
y'all when
That's not what
wait,
they.
hold on,
That's
wait a
not
minute,
what
time
women
out.
were supposed
When
to
it
do
comes
from the
down,
jump.
I just want to
A
no,
woman
they're
was
not
made.
meant to
A
do that.
woman was made to serve. A woman was made for man. Man wasn't made for a woman. I mean, woman
Hold
was
on.
made
You
for
do you
man.
do you know why God made a woman? God
So you can
made
have
a
a mate. So
woman
you
to
can have a
help.
mate.
He
So you
looked
can
at
have
the
a mate.
man and said, because the animals had helps and mate. He said, "It's not good for man to be alone." You know what? Y'all wasn't no good alone. You were not good by yourself. So God complimented you. He gave you a gift. Because you were not created, we were not created at the same time. He created man first, and he said, y'all messing up. You sitting
I
up
thought it
here
was a
looking
man
at the
cave.
animals
I don't,
working
I don't,
out.
I don't recall him
Hold
saying we
on,
was messing up. Now I
you
don't
sitting
recall
up
that.
here
Now
look. You said what?
I don't recall him saying we was messing up. I just recall him saying we needed a mate. That's
I
You know
don't
all.
what?
recall it
I
either.
don't know about the messing up now.
But why did
I
he
just
say you
recall him
needed a
saying we
mate?
need a mate. Just
Why
you,
did he say you
you
needed a
chilling
mate?
dolo
Because we
solo
was
by
lonely.
yourself.
Because we was
Yeah.
You
lonely, and he
you
wanted,
were
and
Yeah, we
God
was
wanted,
lonely.
and
lonely.
God
That don't mean
wanted,
you messing up
God
nothing
wanted
though.
a way to
Respectfully though,
procreate.
And he could have kept it that way, but he did not. Okay, he made, when you have something that complements you, it makes you better, right? That's
Supposed
what it
to.
said, that he created a complement to men to make you better. So if you were not in need of some improvement, he would not have gave you a wife. He gave you a complement to make you better.
So if
Something was missing, and it wasn't just sex; it was some other things too.
right.
Okay.
so if women
It
compliment
couldn't have
men,
been. It
so if
couldn't have
women
been.
compliment men, why is it wrong for men to have multiple women if the women are the compliment to
Do
him?
you
Right.
think if God took one rib from Adam, he could have took two or three?
I mean, he would have been a little gushy after that, but I mean,
No,
you feel me? He
no,
definitely probably could have,
he
you know
wouldn't
what
have
I'm
been
saying?
yeah,
gushy.
yeah,
He
He
go ahead.
wouldn't
probably
have been
could have took two
gushy.
or three. I don't know if he would have been able to
The
stand up
scriptures,
after he
the
take two or three, but
Genesis says, and if you understand scripture, you understand this. Genesis said to the man and the woman, be fruitful and multiply between the two of you. He didn't say women,
Okay.
okay? Because if you look at this, there was a reason why God created that union. There's a union there, and He wanted them to be together, to multiply together, man and woman. Because if He wanted to give him more than one woman, He would have created more than one woman.
He didn't tell her to stay. He didn't tell Adam to
He
stay
did.
with that one woman though. He didn't.
Okay.
I don't know where in the Bible where it says man should stay with one woman.
Where else was he gonna go, baby?
So there's multiple
Well,
women.
let me say
There's
this.
multiple.
At
Let me
that
say this.
time,
There's
there were
more,
not.
there's more
Come on.
women. There's
And
more
that
women
At
than
woman,
that
there are
time, there
men.
was
and
not.
that
No,
woman
there's
was
more
hard
women than
headed
there are
too.
men. But in the Bible, and I will, I will fight for that because in the Bible it doesn't say man should stay with one woman. Show me that. Show me in the Bible in
You
the
know
verse where it
what?
says a
And
man
she
You
was
better
hard
and
you
headed.
that is
better go
immoral.
define
Hold on. And that is
you
immoral that a man has multiple wives. Show
you
me
better
that.
go redefine and get reacquainted with the Ten Commandments, sir. That's how I'm gonna leave it at that because I see Terry putting the time out, but you need to reacquaint yourself with what the Ten Commandments are, okay?
So
I
look,
have. I
what
No,
I'm
you
have.
saying
haven't.
is,
And there's a lot
what
and
about the
there's a
No,
lot
concubines?
you
of
haven't.
contradictions on that Ten
What
Commandments.
about
Go
the
ahead,
concubines?
Terry. Go ahead, Terry.
What about the concubines? So God allowed, the kings to have one wife and concubines, which means,
Mm.
you feel what I'm saying, that
No,
he
but
had
those
some
are
other
but
side chicks
Terry,
parlaying. Also,
those were pagan kings, Terry. Those were kings who didn't worship. They worshiped multiple gods. They did not
King
have
Jacob,
David,
belief in one
David,
God.
David,
Yep, you
David,
had you.
King
That,
David.
David,
I ain't mean to
go
cut you
King
off.
ahead.
David.
I mean,
No,
you had a
no.
lot of kings, Miss Sue. You had a lot of
I
kings.
This
know
the
we
man
have a lot
cave.
of.
This is the man cave. Think over this. This is the man cave.
And you notice the
Go
man
ahead.
cave, Miss Sue. You know
Go
you
ahead.
go get it now.
What? No, I'm not. I'm not getting
This
anything.
this
Hey,
I
I
am
do,
man.
I
simply telling.
do, I do have
I'm
a
not.
question though for you, Miss Jordan.
You're not changing my mind on morality. If
Oh
you
no, no,
decide to
no. It's
go
not,
ahead, no,
and
you're really not. And
it's
here's
not meant
another
to
thing.
change. It's not
Here's
meant to
another
change.
thing.
It's just
It,
giving a different perspective. It's not meant to
polygamy,
change your mind.
even bringing it down to our day, polygamy is illegal. Okay,
In
polygamy
certain
is illegal.
places,
Now, if you want to say you don't want
Here.
to
In
abide by
America.
man,
In America.
polygamy in America is illegal. Okay,
Right.
there are other countries that also say more than one wife is illegal. Okay, you got some of the backwood countries or whatever that says it is what it is. Okay, but if you want to say that you think polygamy is okay, and yet you still think you are being pleasing in the eyes of God, then that's up to you. Because you're the only one gonna have to answer for that. To be honest
hey,
with you, I don't answer for you.
That's
I got a
correct.
Can
Okay,
I ask you
question.
this?
That's
that's your.
correct.
Can I ask a question? Let me
Go
ask
ahead.
this question. I want to ask this question while you on air. So, what is this scenario? And this is a realistic now how we live in scenario. People have baby mamas and baby daddies, and then they also have husband and wives, right? A husband or a wife, a boyfriend or a girlfriend outside of the relationship of the baby mama and baby daddy. That's two households that they have to take care of, if not three or if not four. Is that a form of polygamy to you? Without sexually needs involved.
Wait a minute. If they have kids, there are obviously some sexual needs involved.
He's saying after the kids is
No.
come around,
That's past
now I
tense.
have a baby mama. You've moved on from your baby mama. You've
Okay.
moved on to a new relationship, but
Right.
essentially you still have to go back and take care of that household with your kid in a sense.
Well,
So
you
you're
don't have
still
to
dealing
take
with both women in a
the
sense.
law says you take care of the children. If you have not been married to, or you have not or you're not with that grown up anymore, you're not entitled to take. You're not required to take care of that person. You are, however, required to
It
take care
sounds
of your.
good.
You it does sound good. You're
It
required to
sounds
take care.
great.
Yeah, it do sound good.
You
It
are
sounds.
required to take care of your offspring. You
But
made the child.
we know most of the time the woman ain't spending that money on that kid. So
Right.
everything you saying sounds great
And the
and
child
lovely.
support
So
is not going to
essentially,
the
this
kid.
man is still taking care of
But
two households.
well, you know what? And again, that's why you shouldn't have children outside of your primary relationship. Because here's the fact, fellas.
What if she
Let's
was the
face it.
primary relationship when y'all was together?
Hold on.
Y'all just broke up.
Let's talk about that. Let's be realistic on that. Okay. If a man pays two, three, $400 a month for a child, okay, we know, and I know, and you know
Say
that it
say that
costs
one more
more than
time.
that to anybody that is paying child support. You should be paying child support.
Uh-huh.
You made the child, okay? Now, if the
Mm.
mother is not doing what she should be doing in that relationship with that money, then I'm sorry, but you picked the wrong female to have a child with. Number one. Plain and simple, because any amount of money that is being paid for a child should go to support the child.
It
Okay,
should, but it don't.
it
DC
should,
don't do what she's supposed to do with that
and the
money.
thing is
So
if
the
it
woman should go
doesn't,
to jail for not. So the woman should go to jail then for not taking care of that child with that money then.
well,
For not
now how do you
allocating that.
define taking care of? Because you got lights, you got rent,
We
you got
can't.
gas, you got clothes, you have
That's the
all of
that's
that.
the
So
that,
her house
that's
is
the
her house
first
is.
line.
Well, that's what we
And
mean.
that,
We're
That's
taking
my
care of
first
another
line right there.
household
Hold on.
That's
because
that
we
first
have
line.
all
listen,
those
first
bills
of
in
all,
our
you
own
guys,
house.
first of
Hold
all,
on.
I
Yeah,
cannot
because
hear three
she's still
people.
about.
I
Yeah, go
can't
ahead.
hear three people talking at the same time. Okay, so let
So
me take one
let me
question
talk
at a
first. Let me
time.
talk first. That was my statement. Okay, that was my statement. After what you just said, you're saying the house, the light bill, the gas bill, the rent, boom, boom, right? So the child support goes into those areas, and the kids included with the clothes, the daycare, boom, boom, right?
Let's take
That
care of another
man
house.
is still taking care of two
Two houses.
households. He's still taking care of that woman.
No,
He's
he's
taking care
really
of that
not,
baby
because
mama.
when the
He's
If
taking
court,
care
he's
of that
putting
woman
in
that he's
on that
with.
light bill and her gas bill, he is helping take care of that woman. Seeing that he
that is
has
not
those,
so.
seeing that
If
he
you,
has those same bills at his house, at his own crib, he has those same bills.
the
So if
courts
he's
do
putting
not.
those, if he's paying his own bill and he's taking money from his house to transfer over to her crib for her to put in on lights, gas, that's taking care of her house. That's helping take care of her.
The courts do not distinguish or direct a female as to how to use that money to take care of the household that includes that
Man,
child.
forget this.
That's a
Okay,
problem.
here's my opinion. If you got a real problem paying child support, go get support of the child yourself. That's how I feel. I feel
I
if you
agree.
got a real problem paying $200, $300, $400 for your child when tennis shoes cost $100, to be honest with you, you're not paying enough. But if you feel like $200, $300 a month is taking care of your child, you are sorely misled. Because one child, look up what the national statistics say, what it costs to raise a child. A child from the age of birth to 18 costs more than $500,000.
Well, in
A
this
half
particular conversation, we wasn't talking money. All we were asking was, is a man taking care of two households a form of polygamy?
No, he's not. No, it's absolutely not a form of polygamy, because polygamy includes sexual contact. That's what polygamy is. If you're not
No,
having a
that's
if you are not
That's not
having
what
a
polygamy
no.
means.
relationship with
Polygamy
the
is
other
sexual.
I didn't hear that when you talk over each other. I can't hear that.
I'm sorry.
Go
What I'm
ahead.
saying is polygamy don't necessarily always have to go to sexual needs. Polygamy could be a financial thing. Polygamy could be a wealth thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't necessarily have to be a sexual thing. That's what
Is
people's
that your
logic
own
goes wrong with.
definition, or is that your own definition? Because look up that what polygamy is, how the polygamy is defined as. That's your own definition. Polygamy is not defined as
No,
non-sexual contact. Polygamy is a sexually multiple partners, sexual partners in a relationship. That's polygamy. Okay, so I don't know how you getting your definitions, but that's not the definition of polygamy. Now, if you want to say you're helping to take
so
some care of someone else's household and you have a problem with how she's spending her money, and it's not going,
Okay,
and I'm not going to lie for women. I think there are women out there that take money and they go get clothes for themselves and BBLs and all this other stuff, but that's an irresponsible woman. That is not a mother. That's an irresponsible woman. A woman should always put
I'm
the
glad you
needs
said
of her
that.
child ahead of her own.
polygamy is the practice of having more than one spouse at a time.
Spouse.
Spouse,
And a
Not
spouse
sexual
is
relationship.
not sexual
it is
relationship.
a spouse is this. Oh my God,
Nah,
you guys
yeah,
are making
I
stuff
know
up.
plenty
I'm
yeah,
married
not even
couples.
gonna
spouses that don't
I
argue
know
have
with
plenty
you,
sex.
married
because
couples
you're
that don't
trying to
have
make a
sex.
point that does not exist. Okay, you're trying to say something that's not even
That was
defined as the way you
the
are.
definition of polygamy.
A spouse is a person that you are married to, that you have sexual relationships with, and that you are dedicated to solely. Okay,
No,
but if you
I
bring
beg to differ.
another sexual partner into the relationship, that is polygamy, sir.
All right, well, let's look up spouse then. We can do
Yeah,
that.
I
I
beg to differ
I
that,
beg
Mr.
to
I
differ.
beg to differ.
I beg to differ.
I
Beg to
do.
Like
differ.
I said,
I think
if
that
you
it.
want to make
I think.
excuses for if you want to make excuses for 3 or 4 baby mamas, You know, placing
No, it's
your
not
seed
excuses.
wherever you feel like it,
It's not
okay? And you're
excuses.
not in the household raising your own children. What you are doing is you are trying to make an excuse for your own illicit and your own immoral behavior. And
But we
however
can't.
you
I
want to
can't stay in
define
multiple
that, that is
houses at the
exactly
same.
how
If I have
anybody else would
multiple,
look at it.
but if I have multiple children, I can't stay in multiple houses at the same time. I'm only
You
one
sure
person.
cannot. And
Right.
shame on
So
you. And
therefore,
shame on you.
if I'm taking care of more, it shouldn't be shame on anybody because we're all flawed people. We're all imperfect, so we all make
I,
mistakes.
I, I wish that you could step outside of yourself and hear yourself. If I have multiple children in multiple households, I can't stay at all the households. Shame on you. I ain't even got nothing else to say to
I
that.
could stay. Why? How could I stay at all my households if I'm only one person, but I
How
got
are you not
multiple
how are
kids
you
in
not
multiple
laughing at
households?
that comment right now? How are you
Um,
not laughing at yourself
Because
right now? Literally.
that's
it's a true
85%
fact.
Because
of
that's
the black
fact.
community.
It's
No.
facts.
Okay, well I tell
That's
you
a
what,
fact.
you go ahead keep having babies with all these different women that you want to and you think it's cool and then you cry about paying child support for all 15 of them or however it is. That's on you. I don't care. I mean you don't have to answer to me, but I'm telling you right now, you are an immoral person and you're not a godly person. You're not a godly man,
So
which
what about
means
the
you do
woman that's
not
having
And I
take your
babies and
head,
sleep
disagree.
with
which
multiple
And I
means
dudes?
mean that's your
you do
Hold on,
opinion.
not
hold on.
take your head
That's your
shit
opinion.
seriously.
That's your opinion.
The
That's
scriptures
that's
tell a
that's your
man
opinion based
to
off of your
raise up
belief.
his child,
That's your opinion based off of your
with
belief,
his
but that does
spouse.
not speak. That does not speak for me. That does not. That just because I have a different opinion than you does not make me an immoral person or a bad person.
I didn't say
That
that
does
you
not.
did. I
That
didn't
makes
say
you hold
that
on, but that
made you
makes you a
immoral. What
judgmental.
makes you
That
immoral?
makes you a judge. But no, that
What
makes you a
makes you
judgmental person.
immoral is that you sleep with various women and you have
No,
children that you are not even
that's
in the
not
household
immoral.
Oh,
raising.
So what
No,
about
that's
the
not
women that
immoral.
sleep with various men and have
I think
babies
we
with
missed the
different?
And,
context.
I think
and
we
they're
missed
I
the
mean,
immoral
does that
too.
context.
same logic apply?
Absolutely, it does apply. They're immoral too.
Mm.
Absolutely.
And
But
we
does
have to
she
deal with
Absolutely.
deserve?
the
Do
moral
she deserve?
I do
And she
not take
deserves to have
sides
money.
when
And
it
she
comes
deserves to have
when
money from all these different men
it
for
comes
her
to
decisions.
sleeping. I'm sorry, baby. What'd you say?
And do she deserve to have money coming from all these different men for her bad decisions?
Mm.
If whoever has the children is the one who should get paid the money.
So that's what I'm
Whether
saying.
it's
So
the
if she has
mother,
kids by multiple
whether
men,
it is
Yeah, so she's just going out having kids. She's just
right?
going out having kids just to collect the check. And she ain't immoral though.
I didn't say that. I said a woman who sleeps with multiple men is immoral. Don't put those words
Oh,
in my mouth. That's
oh,
not what
okay.
I said.
Okay, I
I
didn't hear you. I'm
definitely
sorry.
said that. I
No,
said
Okay.
that,
I'm
and I
asking the
stand on
question of
that.
like,
But
does she deserve to have?
I also stand on this. Okay, let us not use the children as a divisive tool because of a money situation.
Women
Okay.
do it all the time.
How but so do men. This is
Mm.
why we have the argument back and forth. Now, here's my thing. I know friends. I'm gonna tell you right now. I got friends, male friends, who have had mothers who have used money inappropriately, and you know what they did? They went and got their kids. They went and got their kids. And I stand behind a man like that because if you want your child to receive, let's say, a private education, or you want him to wear certain Coogee and all this other kind of telling my age by saying Coogee, okay? Then you go get them and you take care of them and then have her pay you child support. What's wrong
Okay,
But
with
you're
so
speaking
that?
on more.
you're speaking from a standpoint of some people that actually got money. So what about your people that's just your average people that don't got that type of money that you're referring to that can just go in the courtroom, go get a lawyer, but yet you still have females that's running around, sleeping with different guys, having babies with different dudes.
The laws are so
Like
subjective.
I say, you're speaking from a standpoint of someone that actually might have some money.
You know what? Really, to be honest, this is my honest opinion. If you can't afford to take care of a child, stop making them. And that falls on you as a man. Put some protection on if you don't have money to take care of your child, and you know darn well that you can take care of a girl if you impregnate her and you have a baby with her. If you can't take care of the child, don't put all of the responsibility on her to have birth control. Protect yourself and protect your own future.
But
Don't
but
have
but
the
but
kids.
but conception goes both ways. It's a man and a woman. So if the man
No,
isn't prepared
no,
to
it
do
ain't.
it,
Clearly,
then
it's
the
just a
woman
man.
shouldn't do it either. The woman shouldn't lay down and allow him to nut in her. Oh, excuse my French, y'all. I'm sorry. Or
No,
No, it's a
allow
man
him
game.
to
You good?
inseminate in her. And
which is
then
which is
on top of that, they have precautions for stuff like that in the event that you're not prepared to take care of their child, i.e. abortion, Plan B pills. Not saying that's morally correct or whatever, but they have those things in place.
But
So that
why
argument
as a
that you're giving
man,
me,
would
that
you
argument
put
that you're giving me
why as a man would
is
you put that
one-sided.
choice in someone else's hands? Why
Say,
as a
say that,
man would you put that choice in somebody else's hands?
what do you mean?
If you know going into a relationship that you cannot take care of a child, why would you put your future and the future of your child in the hands of someone else? Talking about, well, she could have made the decision too, or she could do it after she could. What about you?
I mean, I totally understand where you're coming from, but unfortunately, people don't think about those things when they get into that situation.
Okay.
Those are situational situations. But of course, when situations happen, you have to step up to the plate and handle your responsibilities. But
Okay, and I'm gonna agree
but according to
I'll
what
agree
you're saying, people
110%.
people
I
don't
agree
go into that.
110% with
People
what you
don't go
said.
into that
In other
situation
words,
when they're getting ready to lay down and conceive or do whatever they're getting ready to do. 9 times out of 10, they're not planning that child. They're not planning to say,
No, they're
"Oh,
not.
we're going to have a baby today." How many
yeah,
people
well,
you know that have had kids have said this baby was unplanned? I'm
and
willing
you
to
know
bet more
what?
than
And
90,
that boils
95%.
down. That boils down to irresponsibility, no matter how you rack it
This
up.
is an
Okay.
irresponsibility world.
That's irresponsibility, because if you know as well as I know, if you put your hand on a fire and long as you hold it there, at some point it's going to burn. You're going to pull your hand away. If you decide to hold your hand there, the outcome is up to you. You want to burn your hand, go ahead and do it, okay?
Right, but
I bet you what you won't do is if you lay down with somebody who has a venereal disease, you know doggone well you're going to put some coverage up on yourself,
well,
okay?
I wouldn't do that.
Okay, well
Yeah,
then
we
there
not
you
even
go.
finna
So
go there.
you do have restraint. And if you have restraint, then that means you can also be responsible when it comes to putting your future in the life of some girl or woman that you may not even really know full enough. Okay? You don't let somebody else take that choice from you. You decide going into that relationship, if you're going to have a relationship, sexual relationship with somebody, you stop it, you let it go as far as you want to, and then you protect yourself. You got to think of yourself first. Yourself meaning you have got to put a hat on, period.
But we got two brains. Men got two brains. Sometimes you feel what I'm saying, the other brain is not thinking mentally like the top brain. You feel what I'm saying? We pretty much know that mother look good over there. We want to get ready to tap that. We ain't thinking about nothing to alcohol. The same thing about the woman though. The woman look like she got two brains as well, because she thinking from the
No,
bottom.
she don't. She don't, because it ain't her responsibility. It's our responsibility, clearly.
No,
So no,
that's
she
not
don't
true.
got two
And I'm in
brains.
your man cave to tell you right now that is not true. It's both responsibility, because I'm gonna tell you something. Even in my younger days, I'm not having anyone's child because of somebody else's decision. It's my decision to do that.
But
It's my decision to protect myself, just like it's your decision to protect yourself. Okay, so when you start out with this but, automatically you have created an excuse for yourself. You have created an irresponsible decision for your decision.
I don't have
Well,
another word to say.
but men have two brains. No, you don't. You have one brain, and you know doggone well that if your one brain flaws you, you better be
We
responsible for
don't.
whatever the outcome is going to be.
Man, listen to me. I'm gonna be real with you. We got two brains. I'm trying to tell you. One time we be like, man, I don't want to do it. And you be like, yes, do that, but fine. No, you can't do it. We be over here talking to ourselves, and you know what I'm saying? And things just go down. You be like, God, dog, and messed up. Like we really be having conversation with our heads. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a
Terry,
realistic thing when it comes down
Terry,
to men.
Terry,
It's
you know what?
realistic.
I love you, and you know that I do. But you know what? That's a bunch of baloney. That's a bunch of BS. Okay.
Man, tough out here.
One brain with two heads.
There you go. Tough out here,
Now
man.
I do agree with him with that one brain and two heads. He said it the right way. Let's say it correctly.
Hey, the other head got a brain though. That mother, we be having conversations with each other. You know what I'm saying? We be passing on sentences.
Hey,
But
man.
look, but I appreciate you. You feel what I'm saying? You always bring life, no matter if it's controversy. Yes, no. We agree. We don't we disagree. It's always a bright show. You know what I'm saying, when you are on the show. So this is Southside Mike on the top. That's Jay on the bottom. So the man cave is what it is. We will be having a women night, second week of the month. We are working on that. So hopefully you can be back, but bring you some friends.
We'll
I'm
try
listen. I'm
to bring a little
always,
equality in there.
Friends.
I will always bring friends. Y'all might not like my quality of women because we only grown women over here. Now y'all want these little young ones on here to kind of roll with whatever go.
Uh-oh.
See y'all
Oh
y'all
no.
and y'all
They the ones who argue. What you
it's
mean?
a whole different generation, guys, and I understand that because I just had my talk show about generational perspectives about women who were raised to be mothers, to go to college, to raise children, to cook dinner. Whereas, you don't go out in the club and party with your friends. You don't do, it's a different time now, and I get it. I'm not oblivious to that, okay? And so I feel bad for you guys having to go out here and
No, no,
having
no,
to
no, no.
and having to find a wife. I do because
It
it's
ain't gonna
tough.
happen. It ain't gonna happen.
I'm married.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Terry, I know that you are, but I'm talking to Jay. I realize because I got brothers your age. They're my younger brothers, and they're not married either because they always tell me they can't find a quality
It's tough.
mate, and I
Oh,
get it. Or
it's
if they
tough out here.
find one,
It's
or if they
tough.
find one and bring it to the table, they got 5 or 6 kids with 4 or 5 baby daddies involved. I also get that. I feel bad. I feel sorry for you, but trust me, they're out there. Unfortunately, they're hard to find. I get it. But I'm always happy to be at your table, Terry. I'm happy to
No.
be here. I'm glad y'all let me get in here and get my
Before
little
you
2
go,
cent in.
I want to. Before you go, is this possible right here?
Mm. Mm.
Yes.
Mm. Yes, it is.
Yes.
It definitely is.
Did you read it? Look.
You
I
know
don't,
she.
but
You
I
know
don't know
she's
if a
gonna
I
woman
come with
can
her.
really
actually
You
can.
answer
know
that
she's gonna
question.
Can
give
you
her
put?
political
I
Can you
don't.
correct
put?
I don't know
answer
if a
right
woman
now.
can really answer
Hold on,
that
hold on, hold on, hold
question,
on.
bro.
Wait a minute,
No,
wait,
no.
wait.
I can answer it but I had several different answers to that. Can I read it one more time?
Oh yeah, I got you. Hold on one second. Yeah,
Okay.
let's get that
Yeah.
on up here for you right now. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Bow. There you go.
Can a man cheat but still be 100% in love with his mate and no feelings for the other chick? Okay, here's my opinion on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a man can cheat even if they are in love. I think a man is anybody is capable of cheating. We know that, okay? But
Right.
I also think I can't say that it's love for the side chick. I do think there's some feeling there. I think there's something that has drawn him outside of his own relationship that he's not getting in his relationship. And I think especially if it's a long-term side chick, I do think that there's some type of a connection. You want to call it love or admiration, whatever you want to call it. There's something there. Because when you get with another person and you with them long term, now if it's just a side night thing, no, you probably don't love that side chick. You probably do love your wife and don't want to get found out or caught. But if you're in a side turn a relationship with a side chick long term, there's some kind of feeling there, and you probably love both of them for sure. I mean, some kind of relationship, but you're scared to lose one and not the other.
I
I
like
like
that.
that answer. I like that answer.
I don't have nothing to say because you broke that
Yeah,
down.
I like that answer. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't expect that,
Great.
but yeah, I like that answer though.
That is true. I
It,
was going to
it,
say from a
it was
man
good.
point of
It was a
view.
good answer. It was a good answer, but I do got one question.
Mhm.
So when women talk about men cheating, why do y'all always feel like it's something missing in his relationship that makes him go cheat versus him just wanting to
Bam.
go get some yam?
Right. Why I got to go that way?
Why? Okay, why do we say there's something missing in the relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
versus him just wanting to go get some yam.
some yams.
Yeah.
Get Kenny in. Yeah. I'm not. The good.
I don't even think that that's the case. I think that there is a breakdown. It don't necessarily have to just be him. I think that there's a breakdown in the relationship, and they both have something that's not there, that's not being fulfilled, and they think something. Whether it's the other one flirts with me and I miss that, or the other one strokes my hair. We do things together that you and I don't do anymore. There's something that's lacking, really, in both of them, to be honest with you.
Right.
And so because that's the case, you go and you try to find a relationship with somebody who fulfills those needs, and honestly you bring more problems to the table because at some point they may even have something that's not fulfilling the need, and that goes on both parts, to be honest with you. So I think when that occurs, it's a breakdown between both the people, not just him.
So
Well, let me
So
maybe
do
say
you?
this,
So
right?
do you think?
Let me
Well, let
say
me ask
this.
this. Let me piggyback on that real quick. So do you think that there is one woman that can satisfy a man all his needs, and
That's a
vice
good question.
versa?
I do.
Interesting. Oh
mm,
I
man,
I know she
do.
gonna say
that's
yeah.
a tough
I
mm,
knew
ass.
she was gonna
That's
say
tough.
yeah.
that's tough, man.
Absolutely.
That's tough.
When
That's
people
tough.
are in tune with each other, and it doesn't matter how old you get, when people are in tune with each other, you are automatically connected to knowing what their needs are, and whatever those needs are, you're going to fulfill them. So yes, I do think that's possible, and I can personally say that for sure. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't feel like a man can be in tune with two women?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Well, no, but she's not gonna go that route because she's
I know. Trust me. I know.
So
Yeah,
my question is this, right?
there would be no need for that to happen. I mean, literally, and to be honest with you, if you've ever been in a dedicated relationship, a grown man in a dedicated relationship that has
Here
a
we go with
woman
this grown man
that is
again.
fulfilling all of his needs
Here we
will
go.
never, ever allow her to go off and do the same thing that he does. It's not going to happen because he knows he's got
Because
to get paid.
y'all are not us. Y'all are not equal to us.
Right. With women, boy, that's that equality thing again, bro.
It's like
Let me
y'all,
say this, y'all.
y'all keep
It
trying to
has
compare.
nothing.
Like when y'all say that, y'all are literally comparing apples to oranges because it's like
No, we're
y'all thought
not. And
process.
you know what?
Like y'all don't even think in that
when
nature.
Yeah,
you
because
get
women are
in a law,
nurturers. Y'all are
listen,
nurturers and things of that nature.
Hold on, one
that
at a
we
time,
are.
y'all. One at a time.
Oh, go ahead.
when you get in a long-term relationship, and I'm talking 20, 30 years or more, then you can holler at me and tell me what women think
I'm
about
at 17.
equality. Okay,
I
there you go,
got 17
Terry.
in the game.
So Terry, let me ask you this, because I want to ask you, because you've been in a relationship 17 years, and would you allow your wife to be in a polygamy relationship with you? I mean, with somebody else in your relationship?
Yes.
Would you really?
Yes.
That theory got flawed quick, didn't it?
Damn.
No, it didn't.
I'm gonna tell you
It
why.
didn't get
Can I
flawed.
tell you
That's just him. I'm asking him.
Can I tell you why?
But you said no man would allow that.
So I'm gonna
Go
tell you
ahead,
this,
Terry.
right? I am I've been in my relationship since I was 20 years old, right? Now I done got to the point in my life that I know who I want and who I want to spend the rest of my life with, right? Now, we done got to the point to where we can't do everything ourselves. We can't do everything ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody out there that knows something about, credit, or somebody that's a doctor out there that got a bigger bankroll. You feel what I'm saying? Or somebody out there that might be good in the kitchen, or life insurance, or things in that nature, right? So when it comes down to my wife, I'm gonna bring it back. When I was brought up, a woman couldn't talk to a man if they was in a relationship, and a man couldn't talk to a woman, right? I've seen plenty of times when we walk down the street and the woman will have to like glance over or put her head down because she don't want to show her husband that she has saw attention to something. You know what I'm saying? So I got to the point to where, like, wife, I know I love you, and I know I want to be with you. You're mine. You know what I'm saying? So if it's about if we want to open up this door, you know what I'm saying, and we're in mutual respect, there's no breaking point in that. That's trust. We talked about it. There's loyalty, and I can tell you about this. I did in some point in my relationship where I done got to the lowest, right? Like the lowest. I wanted to leave the first time ever, and I went somewhere. But when I went somewhere, my love was still there. That right there was just a hobby or something that I was just was fun.
Yam.
A yam. You know what I'm saying?
Yam.
The conversation was sweet, but I know that I wasn't gonna leave my wife. And if in today's time, you know what I'm saying, if people really
be honest with
themselves, and don't just leave, you know what I'm saying, but just sit down with their mate and be honest with their mate, and their mate be honest with them, and they have a mutual respect, you can go either way.
You didn't answer my question, Terry. Now, had that been her, and she left the relationship at the lowest point, and she got into a relationship with a man, how would you have felt? How would that have made you feel? Would you have taken her back? And at this point, I'm saying after 17 years, I ain't talking about at your lowest point. I'm saying right now in your relationship, do you have a problem with your wife, significant other, sleeping with another person on a regular basis?
You talking about with me or without me?
Without you on a regular basis, a polygamy type relationship.
If it's a mutual respect, if we can sit down and be like, hey, this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you up front, You know
We
what I'm saying? Are you
Gucci.
with it? And if I say I'm with it and
We
she goes
Gucci.
through it, I can't get upset about
Right.
that.
We
Okay,
Yep.
Gucci.
Be
I'm
good.
gonna hold you to that because I sure would like to hear your wife's opinion on that because I'm listening to you and I'd like to know if your wife would say you would be okay with her sleeping with another man and you still be married to her.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, right? My wife would tell you that it's okay on both ends, but she's a introvert, real sweet, country like. You know what I'm saying? Southside know her, Jay know her, of course you know her. But at the end of the day, like she can mingle, she can talk, she can do whatever. Cause she's the most loyal person that I have ever been with in my entire life. Out family, friends, no matter what, she's been there. So I could trust that.
But see, that's
A
where
lot
they
of
get
people can't. A lot of people can't trust that.
because
But I can trust
they
it.
equate loyalty to faithfulness, and they are
I
two
got
different things.
two
That's
different
why
things.
that's why that
Now
gets
you
so
right, Southside.
confused. Because
You right,
loyalty,
Southside.
a lot. I'm not gonna say all women, but a lot of women they equate loyalty to a faithfulness. And me being faithful to you has nothing to do with me actually being loyal to you as a person.
It
Like
sure ain't.
they're not the
You-
same thing. So
They
he
not the
just really
same.
said, I trust her loyalty, not what she
Loyalty.
does
you
when
know
she's not
what?
around me, but I trust her loyalty.
The only two people that on this panel that's been in a long-term relationship is me and Terry. And then I'm saying long-term relationship, okay? And obviously, if you haven't been in a long-term relationship, your thinking needs to be adjusted a little bit, okay? Because there's something that's not working for you, okay? And Terry said he trusts her. She's loyal. She's this and she's that, which tells me, Terry, that she probably will not be in a polygamy relationship. She won't cheat on you. That's what it tells me,
No, no,
okay?
no.
And I
A polygamy relationship is not cheating. If
a
if
poly-
cheating is only if you
multiple
go.
partners. Let me wind that back. Well, she probably will not be with multiple partners because you know what? There is a equation here. If you decide that you 1 + 1 = 2, then you probably gonna have a pretty smooth relationship. When you decide that 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1, equal 4, 5, or 6 people, because you want to be in multiple sexual relationships, you're
So
gonna have multiple. You're
you
gonna
keep
have
saying
You
sex.
keep
multiple
But
saying
women do that. Women
polygamy.
equate that. They equate
Poly,
different relationships
that
with sex. They
you
do that.
stop saying what women equate when you're
But
not a
that's what.
woman.
But you.
I am
But you
sitting
keep.
here
But
telling
you
you,
keep saying sex though. You keep everything you're saying when
because
it relates to
because
cheating and other relationships has
because
to
you
do
are
with sex.
you are
And
more than likely
we're not saying polygamy with sex.
you're you're
He
not going to be
clearly
in a
said. He
relationship without it.
clearly
Be
said we
honest
have
with
polygamous
yourself.
relationships
Hold
without
on.
sex.
Let me
Be
answer this.
honest with
You said be
yourself.
honest.
Be
So
honest. You're not
I
going to
can.
be in a relationship with a woman that you're not going to have sex with. Be
So
honest with yourself.
I'm gonna
Stop
tell you
clowning.
how. I'm gonna tell you how I'm in relationships right now with females
Mhm.
without having sex with them.
So you say that's polygamy?
But I'm just letting you know, like I'm in relationships with women right now without having sex
Are
with them.
you in a relationship or are you in a friendship with them?
Man, you might as
Friendship
well
is a
say relationship.
relationship.
What?
I gotta hear their
That's
problems.
some form of
I,
relationship.
I gotta make sure that they straight.
Terry, my question to you is: are you having sex with them, Terry?
No,
Okay, then you're not in a polygamous type
You like
no.
relationship
feet,
with
boy.
them. You have a friendship with them. I have
They gotta have
friendship.
pretty
Listen,
feet.
I am in business. I have multiple businesses and I work with multiple men. I don't have a sexual relationship with them. I don't have a polygamy type relationship with them. I work I was the head of a 19-man radiology group and I hired 19 men. No, 18 men and 1 woman. Okay. And I work closely with them. We cut open bodies. We took people to surgery. We were up under each other trying to save lives. I had a daily relationship with these people. It was a working relationship. And even afterwards, we go out and have drinks and talk about the day. But those are not polygamy type relationships. You're merging the two, and they should not be. Those are not the
But
same definitions.
I'm not talking about sexually.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna tell
I'm
you this.
not, then that's
My
not
wife,
polygamy.
my wife is the type that can literally talk to somebody and not have sex with them. I'm the type that can literally talk to somebody and don't have sex with them. So our mutual thing, like if it leads to that type of activity, and we're in mutual respect, that's not cheat. She didn't cheat on me. I didn't cheat on her because she knew. You feel what I'm saying? She knows
That's
about
also
what's
not
going on.
polygamy. Poly is many. Many is many mates. Polygamy is many. That's not polygamy though. I have nothing wrong with that. And I tell people, you know what? If you have female or male relationships that are long term in your life, and someone comes along and says you shouldn't be friends with them because we're in a relationship, you better get rid of that person, because your long term relationships were built over years and they are important, and you don't throw those away for anybody. Those are valuable relationships. So no, I'm not talking about friendships. I'm not talking about that. We were talking about polygamy, okay, and the definition of polygamy. But listen, you guys, my daughter is going to come pick up my grandkids.
Got you. Go
So
ahead, go ahead.
I gotta
I
wake them
appreciate it.
up.
But look, I'm gonna have to build some controversy when it comes down to picking the women for the second week of October. Because I can't have 4 of you. It ain't gonna work.
Yes, we can.
We ain't getting 4 of you.
Yes, we can.
It'll work.
It'll work
Not
just
4 of
fine.
you.
You're right.
It'll work just fine.
I'm gonna reach out to you about the second week of October. You have a blessed one. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Miss
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. See you guys. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
You too. Love.
All right, John. Hey, this was the man cave. This is the man cave, man.
Hey, man, listen, she's had some good points, but man,
She has some good points. But everybody, hey, Miss Trunessa Bean, the founder of Transforming You Inc. is in the building. Make sure y'all go follow her.
Yeah, she was in agreement with Miss Deborah a lot too.
Transforming You Inc. She did agree. Now, Trunessa, if you're hearing me,
she hear you.
Second week of October, I need the ladies in the building.
Yes.
The ladies in the building. Who is the other one?
Yeah, them grown women. All them grown women that keep popping up. We need y'all.
What's this one? Yashika. Yeah, I had to scroll back up on you.
Let the sister talk.
Let the sister talk. Yeah. Get on the chat. The second week of October.
Where y'all seeing these chats at, man? I don't even see these.
We need it.
Oh no, this the admin. Like we this the admin.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. So he just tag her. Yeah. She done talked her stuff and then left.
You feel me?
Miss Let Sister talk. Yeah, it's real. So Trunessa said she got us. Second week gonna be crazy, y'all. Yeah, second week is gonna be crazy. Hey, but anyway, man, let's get into this credit before we dip. Let's get into this credit before we dip. So the first question is, boom. What are some of the ways that someone can improve their credit score? What are some of the ways that someone can improve their credit score? So Jay, that's on you. What's up?
Oh man, there's quite a few ways you can improve your credit score. One is obviously paying your bills on time. that's the obvious. That goes without saying. But in the event that obviously life happens, or what we be saying, life be lifing. One way to improve your credit score really quick and easy is going to get a secured credit card. They got a lot of secured credit cards out there. You can try to get one through your bank. I know they even got some out now. I think like all these builder cards like Chime Builder and Kickoff and Self. Those are great ways to start. Also, another way, I don't know for all my Navy Federal people, but if you do a pledge loan, that's another way to obtain credit, and that can happen within like 90 days if you do it right. So yeah, those are just a few ways to build your credit score really quickly. Outside of
to piggyback on the Navy Federal, they can also put $200 in the savings account and call up Navy Federal to put on a credit card.
That's correct.
Within 6 months, you feel they would kick your $200 back and give you $2,000 with the on-time payments as well. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a form of a pledge loan. I even take it a step further, man. If you could do like $1,000, man. If you do $1,000, put it in the savings account and tell them to put that on the credit card, and within the next few days, pay like 90% of that back. Man, watch how far your credit score jump up. It's crazy. I mean, it's like I said, it's a lot of tricks, a lot of ways to improve your credit. I mean, if you got bad credit now, I mean, it's just for I don't want to call you out, but
Laziness.
you know,
See
yeah,
it, see it.
it's like, yeah, you just don't want to. You just don't want to, do it, man. You know, you're just lazy, or you're just, complacent. You know, a lot of people get
I
comfortable
just
and
hate when
complacent.
I hate when people say I gotta pay it back. But if you get a direct deposit in your bank account and you spend that money, you gotta put that money back.
Got to
So
pay
why not?
yourself back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so why not, you know what I'm saying, put the money into a credit card, spend the credit card, and then put the money back on that credit card that's gonna give you more money.
Because people got this false thing that
There, yeah.
credit, this false thing that credit is free money. You know, there's no such thing as free money unless you're hitting the lottery, and even the lottery, you still got to pay for a lottery ticket. You know
You
what I
gotta pay
mean?
taxes on it.
And they gonna tax you on it.
And they gonna tax you on it. You know what I mean? So there's no such thing as free money. I even think about it like this too, bro. Think about if I even gift you. If I gift you a money, you still got to report that to the taxes. I mean, to the IRS. So yeah, I mean, people with that notion of, I don't want to pay it back, then you don't need no credit no way. You know, because you're not gonna pay it back. You're not gonna be responsible enough to do the things that needs to be that needs to be done to further yourself. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to loan that person no money anyway.
Got you. So what about this question right here, my guy?
Why is credit so important? Oh man, I mean, we just pretty much touched on that. I mean, it can open up a lot of different things, a lot of avenues for people that in other sense of the word wouldn't be, have access to. You know, if you got an 800 credit score, I mean, the sky's the limit. You can pretty much go and get pretty much anything you want at a low interest rate. I mean, if you want to start a business, I mean, you would have no problem going to the bank and starting your own business and making residual income that way. So credit is very important. If you don't want to live paycheck to paycheck, always having to ask, can I have this or can I borrow this? Then you need to get you some credit. And credit is important because it's nothing like walking around with a bank in your pocket.
Well, I had my score was about 6 something. You feel what I'm saying? I end up, gradually getting up to like $10,000 or $12,000 in credit. You feel what I'm saying? And then with my wife and my daughter, I got my daughter 2,000 with Navy Federal. My wife is now 3,000. I'm at 4,000, but I also got other credit cards. You know what I'm saying? So we pretty much got 20 plus, $15,000 to $20,000 in credit. You know what I'm saying? So
that you can readily use if you wanted to go, find some land. If you came up on any type of business, you can readily use that money, bro. But make sure when you use that money, you're using it as for an asset. You want something that's gonna bring you some money back. You don't want to go and just go spend the money. Say, oh, I got $15,000. Now let me go buy the newest shoes, or let me go buy a PlayStation. That's irresponsible. You don't want to do that. You want to use the credit to leverage. You want to leverage the credit. You want to leverage the bank's money to make you some money. Use other people's money to make your money.
OPM.
That's right. Yeah, and that's very important. So I definitely believe that that's one of the main reasons why, credit is important, man. It opens up a lot more opportunities in life, especially from a financial standpoint.
I can tell you right now, man, when I was growing up, I was in the system of putting your money inside of a savings account. You know what I'm saying? It's put in a savings account and open up a bank account. And I was taught to stay away from debt. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that the economy, or however you say this, the system, the government, the system is built around businesses. It's not built on personal personal income. You know what I'm saying? Like you can write off more taxes when you just incorporate an LLC versus, you know what I'm saying, you get a W-2 or a 1099, which is crazy to me. But they upset with Trump for not paying taxes, whereas you go get some business and you paying little none taxes versus, you know what I'm saying, you paying. I mean, you going to work and you getting taxed about 3 or 4 times before you even get your check.
Right.
Yeah, I the thing is, I be saying that when people say they get mad at Trump for not paying taxes, I be like, they just mad because they don't know how to not pay taxes.
Right.
That's all that is. They don't know the loophole, so they're mad that they don't know the loophole, and that's what it is. But I guarantee you, if they knew the loophole and if
They'll
they
do
knew the
it.
thing to not pay taxes, they'll be doing it too. They just don't. So that's what that's that whole hating, whatever they call hating or whatever it is,
But it's a
jealousy.
fact though. Kickoff is $2 a month. You feel what I'm saying? And it will bump up your credit 30 points. You feel what I'm saying? If you pay on it, it's only $2 a month. You feel what I'm saying? Most of y'all get nickel bags, you feel what I'm saying? Dime bags, half onions, you feel what I'm saying? Bricks, whatever like that. Y'all just throwing your money away. You feel what I'm saying? And then sit down and smoke with the plug that y'all bought the weed from. I don't get it. But then, you know what I'm saying? But it's kickoff is $2. I'm up there serious. Bro, that is the strangest thing. I know we're talking about credit. That's the strangest thing ever. How do you buy from the plug, give them the money, and then smoke with them? I don't understand it. But look, but I never understand it. But kickoff is $2 a month, and it will bump up your score 30 punts. I am a living testimony of that. Same thing with self. Now, and I'm talking about like it's great to call these don't run away from unsecured credit cards if you got the money to put it on. You feel what I'm saying? Is it secured or unsecured? Which one you put money on?
Secured is what you put money on. Secured is what you put money on. Yeah.
I would not run away from that. I would not run away from secured credit cards. I would not. You feel what I'm saying? Because it has saved me a lot. Now you do have to look at what is it? The APR. Them bad boys be high. You feel what I'm saying? But then what's the max on the credit card? That varies too. 4,500. Them cars sucks.
Well, yeah. There's also ways to, and when you're doing your credit search, when you're looking for a credit card, obviously all of this is obviously indicative to what your credit score is and what you're able to get. But let's say hypothetically you are able to get quite a few good, decent credit cards. Well, you want to do your research, you want to do your homework as to which credit card pulls from what credit bureau, because all credit card companies don't pull from the same bureau. You got, like I think Navy Federal, see, Navy Federal only pull. I think they only pull from, if I'm not mistaken, TransUnion. See, the TransUnion or Experian. They pull for only one of them, right? So I can go and apply for. Let's say hypothetically, I want to go and apply for Navy Federal, right? They're gonna pull from my TransUnion. That's the only one they're gonna pull from. So now I can go in the same breath and go. Let's say I want to get a Capital One. Well, Capital One, I know Capital One, they're going to pull from all three. So, but it's going to be only one inquiry. So I can have one inquiry on my TransUnion, one inquiry on my Experian, but yet I got two credit cards. So, I mean, it's a lot of, when it comes to credit, it's a lot of, you have to do your research and you really have to know what you're doing in order to utilize and get the maximum potential, from the credit cards.
Got you. Well, look, Jay, man, we appreciate you, my guy, for actually just stepping in. Hopefully, we get you on the channel again. We do the man cave every third week, of the month. You know what I'm saying? So we will be having another man cave. So just let us know.
I need to have me on, man. I kind of like this, man. That was pretty cool.
Okay. Well, we'll check back in, man. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you again, man. This is the guy that does my personal taxes. He's been doing it for what, 5 years, 4 years, something like that.
5, 6, 7 years, man. Yeah.
So he's legit. He's legit. So, but again, man, I appreciate you, man. You have a good one, and I'll be reaching out to you too about the next one.
Yes, sir. Yeah, y'all have a good one, man.
All right. Yo, SouthSide. But anyway, guys, man, I appreciate y'all, man. It's been a heated day, but it was a great day. You feel what I'm saying? It was a great day. We had the lovely Deborah Sue. You feel what I'm saying? In the building. She had to come in. You feel what I'm saying? And just shut the platform down. I had to remind her that this is the man cave. When you're a woman and you decide to get on this channel, we ain't backing down no more. Y'all week, the women week is every second week. This the man cave. Third week is the man cave. Y'all ain't gonna come over here and trying to show out no more. We ain't gonna have.
She tried to stun on us today a little bit.
Man, what? She trying to get it in.
She tried to stun a little bit.
No
but
more.
Yeah.
The second week is y'all's. The third week is ours.
We taking the second week too. Hey, you talking about?
What is what? We the hosts. We gonna be in the building regardless. We gonna
I ain't going out like that. I ain't going out like that next
We
time.
ain't going out like that. Not no more. No sir.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to send a shout out, you know what I'm saying, to the producer, the PR,
Yes,
my
sir.
manager, Jonathan Colvin, man. Shout out to the Media Blast, the Blacktopia family, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for real, for real. This has been a night.
Yes.
Again, we will be back next
sure.
week in the music industry. We will be talking about the music industry.
For sure.
7:00 Eastern.
Same time. Same
7:00
time.
Eastern. Yes. So you got anything like close out or? Whew,
Man, listen.
It's been crazy.
I appreciate everybody, man. Appreciate the support, man. Appreciate Miss Deborah for coming through, man. Like she came definitely represented for the grown women.
What? we still got Queen Trunessa Bean in the building.
Man. She came through and represented for the grown women. I definitely appreciate her point of view. She had some very, very valid points on certain situations, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, hey, still the man cave. So
still the man cave.
Do what we want to do. Yeah.
Still the man cave.
But yeah, man, that's it, man. I appreciate all the love, support. Shout out to Jonathan, man. Again, you know what I'm saying? Blacktopia, everybody, man. Y'all subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff like that, man. We here every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, 7:00 p.m., man. This is your boy, Lil Ted.
It's your boy, SouthSide Mike, man.
And we out.
Yes, sir.